Wouldn't it be nice to know when your base is getting raided, when a wall's been breached or your compound? Well, I'm here to tell you that's no longer a dream. It is a reality on all versions of Rust, and we're going to show you how to do it. I'm Jade Monkey. We're talking about the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 next generations, and everything in between, and also the PC version of Rust. Yes, that's right, for everybody. So, yes, check this out. Wouldn't it be great to get that notification to your phone if you have Rust Plus, or even to turn on turrets or close all of your base doors when this does occur? And you're going to see the alarm go off. Look at this. And look at our pagers going off at the same time. So this can be used, again, for Rust Plus. This can be used for the pager that you're hearing right now. This can be used to close doors or activate turrets. What's going on here is all of the walls are a giant circuit, and as soon as that circuit has been broken, the trap, or I should say the trigger, has been set, and then you can activate anything after that. Lights, sirens, broadcasters to Rust Plus application, which means, yes, you can get this notification on your phone even when you're not inside of the game, and we're going to walk you through it. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's go ahead and shut off the alarm. Okay. As we said before, it's a giant circuit, so it's going to cost you power basically for every wall that needs to be wired. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use a memory cell on each of these walls here, and roughly wherever this wall begins. I think I have it right on the seam there. And for the memory cell, we're going to use the inverted output for this. Yes. Again, each wall is going to consume a unit of power, so you need to make sure that you got enough power to run all of this. And so we have this on each of the walls for the exterior. Okay, let's go ahead and wire up all of these bad boys. So inverted output, let's go ahead and make this blue. Just bring it around the door frame here. Yeah, what makes this so special is it's going to use the electrical component called the blocker. And we'll go through what that looks like and how we're going to use it. That one's in a goofy spot, isn't it? Yikes. I like to use a medium battery for this, although if you do have a small base or like TC or loot room you need to have roped off, you can use a car battery, but you're going to run into that wall limit pretty quickly. So I would advise a medium battery. Again, that can be purchased at the Bandit Camp at any time for 75 scrap outright. Okay, so this is the beginning of the circuit here. Let's go ahead and put... Hopefully I did this right. Okay, so our blocker is going to be on this side. Actually, let's walk over here so you guys can see what we're talking about. Better. I mean, we're going to build this up, but... Okay, so the reason why this works is power is always coming from the battery here. It's the red line. It goes into a switch. It's always good practice. But it goes in here into a branch. And the yellow line comes up here into the blocker. And that does exactly what you think it does. The yellow line comes in here and wants to go through the top. But when there's power here on the left side by the blue cable, it is blocked. So when power is on, it will block the signal from the yellow cable. But as soon as it's not on, it'll pass the current through the yellow cable, pushing it to the light, the siren, and then the broadcaster. And then this could be a trigger for your turrets, because remember, you need to save battery power. It is a thing. Runtime with your turrets is a thing. It's mostly for our console players because we're so used to just putting down turrets all the time. Anyways, that's what makes this thing possible. So let's go ahead. I don't know if we have this on the right side to make this more of a condensed circuit for us, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll bring a branch down here at the bottom that's going to split everything here. And what do we do on this one side? I think we use this side for, yeah, this is the one that goes all the way around, I think. Hold on, let me see what the configuration power was. Okay, it was 10. Okay, so we'll do that. This is going to be the circuit that goes all the way around. I kind of want to keep it the same color so we're not super confused here. I like to use a branch because then you can really say how much power is going to be used. And because the branch left side is always taking priority, which means it's always on, that's really good for this circuit because you need it to always be on, or else when it fails, it's going to activate. I think, what did we use? The yellow cable for this? I think we did. So remember, the remainder power goes back around to the right-hand side of the branch and then pushes it up to the blocker. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a siren here at the top to kind of show you what's what. And then we'll have the yellow cable come around into this here. Okay, so what we're going to do is the blue cable goes all the way around the base here, again from the inverted output of the memory cell itself. And then we're going to bring it around into the blocker. So inverted output, let's pass it through the wall here. Ooh, this is awfully confusing. Let's do it, oh boy. This is why we did it on the opposite side. In the other example, we're going to bring it through the wall right here and then put it to the blocker. So we'll kind of pull back so you guys can see all that. The circuit is going all the way around and then loops back into the blocker. It's going through the wall here, then comes back in. So as soon as anything here is broken, it will activate the switch. Let's go ahead and do what we normally do. You always hear me say this, and this is no exception. Your power output should always go to a switch. Even if you don't think you need it, eventually you will at some point, or you need to stop the power or the leakage of power. I'll say it for all time and eternity because it's true. All right, so we'll take that power and we'll push it into here at the bottom. And so, if we did this correctly, if we turn on the power, we should see all of these memory cells lit up. It might help if I kind of step back like this. Does that help? So that is active. So what we can do is simulate a wall being broken. So, and then if that does occur, this light should go off. Ooh, it does. Okay, beautiful. You always got to test it, right? Another good reason to load up Builder's Paradise over on Testing or Staging branch. It really helps with things like this. And you might be saying, hey, Jade, that's cool, but like we don't have Rust Plus yet, so how useful is this? Oh, it's useful. Let's say you have a farm base. This can be a great way to send a signal. You can then even use a camera, like a computer station and a camera, and then check the location to see what's going on so you can gear up and then head over there to see how many people you're dealing with, how geared are they. It's very, very useful. And again, we're going to get Rust Plus at some point, but I think for us on console, this will be really great to activate your internal turrets because you might as well turn them all on because, I mean, shoot, right? You might as well because the base will be gone anyways if you don't defend it. And if you can't be online, this is great offline rate protection. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass this to a broadcaster so we get a signal into a pager. And we'll call this one, we'll set the frequency of this one to like 5151. Okay, so it's very easy because the power actually comes back through here. A lot of pass-throughs are great. So once the circuit has been activated, the blocker doesn't have a signal coming in the left-hand side. It will pass the signal from the branch through here, the yellow cable, into this light, and this light has a pass-through. And we're going to use that for our broadcaster down here. And we'll make that yellow. So there's our pass-through. I'll just bring it right down here. And this is essentially a light, but this just sends a signal to the pager itself. So once this is plugged in, you can set the frequency. It's 5151. And then we can break a cable here to simulate a raid. And you can see that our light does go off, and our pager is now active. And again, you can keep this signal going or replicate it into something that triggers all of your bay doors and your turrets to turn on, giving you that offline rate protection that's so desperately needed. Because the days of just leaving turrets on are no longer. Fantastic. If this seems a little bit confusing, again, use the Power Basics video that I already have. We'll throw this up on the end screen now. This is a great place to get all of those basics, as it says there, but also some very useful circuits. And then you can go out there like this circuit here and go out to Builder's Paradise and go check it out. I'd highly recommend. All right, hopefully we see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.